and John Barnes, I'm talking to you. You're one of the generational players.
Absolutely.
Right, and I give you that. Estevao is a world-class talent. And John Barnes, I'm talking to you. Yeah? Which camera we're on? We're on this one. John Barnes.
You're doing a lot direct,
yeah,
aren't you,
yeah,
today?
Because
he's,
you know what? I'm tired
this.
of ex-pros, older generation pros, which would be me as well, right? People in the industry not having higher sense, as my grandma would say. Yeah, I don't call it common sense. You're talking about Estevao, yeah? A young man, 18.
He's a baby in a new country.
And let me explain something to you about Estevao, okay? I was in, it's not Nike Town no more, is it? It's Nike. It's the Nike shop now, isn't it? In
Oxford Circus.
Oxford Circus. I was walking around and I see he looks like a schoolboy. Yeah, a young man dressed very. He was dressed. How can I say?
Incognito, was it?
No, he was dressed. He didn't have tracksuits and he was just smart casual. Pair of khakis on, a nice button up top, his glasses, because he wears glasses.
Did he look like a nice, presentable young man?
A nice, presentable young man, and no one knew who he was. And my daughter goes, Papai, because Elie Estevão. I said, nah. And look, so what is Estevão? No, bro, nobody even coming up to him. Nobody even knew who he was. Yep. No one bothering him. He was with his agent and with his dad, walking around.
So you went straight up, right?
No. I left him, and then his agent recognised me. We start talking, and then my daughter asked him for a picture. Man, the nicest person ever. Oi, tudo bem? Like, how are you? Nice to meet you. And I was just like,
in his own personal time, giving your daughter 5 minutes.
Giving my daughter 5 minutes, his agent and his dad, right? And I just want to say this. He's 18, young man, has come over on a massive price tag. One. He's Brazilian champion, so he's a winner. Yeah? In a tough team that the expectations are very
in a very
high.
tough team, in a very tough league.
Very tough league.
Yes.
In a country.
And he's come with expectation, right?
Massive expectation.
Yeah.
But John Barnes, you're a man that came over at 12 years old. Okay? You understand what it is to leave your country, come to another country and try and adapt. And you know what? Even though you was 12, you had more time. You had no expectation from anybody. You had no price tag from anybody. In an era, granted, that was very tough, and respect for what you've been able to do, because for me, you're one of the generational players.
Absolute pioneer.
Right? And I give you that. But we have to recognise what we are doing in the media. For you to put, and it's not that I agree with the media, what they say about Jadon Sancho, but you know what you was doing, putting Jadon Sancho's name to Estevao's name with the narrative that Jadon has. And I think you was wrong for doing that. Not what you said in terms of we need to give him time. He hasn't done anything.
Clarify it.
What do you mean by clarify? In terms of,
what was John Barnes saying about Estevao?
So John Barnes said, Estevao, we've had this before with Jadon Sancho. It's two different things.
And why is that wrong?
Because Jadon Sancho came on loan from Man United with already having that narrative of
having already had a career.
Having a career before. He's been Borussia Dortment, he's been Man City.
He's coming back home.
We're talking about someone who's 18 years old, who's left everything. Okay? Yes, he's earning money, but that shouldn't be a metric of why we should not give him grace.
But that's the thing, is that people don't necessarily understand that the money is great, but if you're sitting in a big house and you're completely alone with no family around you as well, what is your quality of life?
But what are we talking about? What are we talking about as well, Seb? When he's played, he's done really well. He's not a starter at the moment. Fine. Normal. 18. We're talking about Vinicius Jr. went to Real Madrid, played Castilla, right? Castilla. For a year, and was up for Ballon d'Or last year. We, in this country, get an 18-year-old who's Brazilian champion, which Vinny's never been. Yeah? Right? He's been smashing Seleção, right? Comes over here, and after 4 months, not even 4 months, let's say playing, season started in August, right? So 3 months, and we're ready to say, yeah, he's not done. What are we talking about?
This is the reactiveness, right? It's the reactiveness.
What are we talking about? And for a man that has played the game and has literally one of the best I'm sorry, whoever wants to argue, one of the best ever in his position, John Barnes, absolute monster of a football player. You are talking rubbish. I'm sorry, you are talking rubbish because you knew what you was doing for those media hits, liking him to Jadon Sancho and the narrative that Jadon Sancho has around him. Not that I agree with that, because I know Jadon. And a lot of it isn't what it seems, but can understand why people would say what it is. He hasn't got a lavish girlfriend. He's not out every night. If anyone's got pictures of him being out, of Estevão being out, let me know, because I don't think you will ever have that. Mm-hmm. He's a very down-to-earth, and he's learning his trade now in the Premier League as being one of the highest price tags, and he's 18. What are we doing? And this is why I say, you're talking about being reactive. It's just reactive. It's got no sense to it at all.
Yeah, there's
nothing, Seb. Why can these guys go to another country, at no disrespect, bigger teams in terms of international machine power, Real Madrid, Barcelona, for example, yeah, and absolutely flourish? Why is that?
Well, I think that there is a historical knowledge of how to ingrain a player and getting to work. And in order to do that, you need experience. I mean, when you made your move to Turkey, there were not a huge amount of foreign nationals playing in Turkey outside of the Brazilians and the Croatians, Yugoslavs, right? You've your African contingent as well, where you had Nigerians. Yeah. But similarly to the Premier League and more so the Championship, I think, clubs were not used to signing international players. They weren't used to having foreign players. We've done a lot of work before and a lot of talking about adaptation and how important that is in making a player work. So what I want to come back to is I want to come back to Florian Wirtz, compare that, for example, to a Didier Drogba. Drogba year one, no good. If you're looking at the levels, if you're looking at where he got to.
So imagine, Seb, and this is what drives me crazy, right? Imagine we ridiculed him to the point if he left. Look how much you've missed. Look how much we, as fans, because I'm a fan of football, how much we would have missed in the Premier League. Because I know he's maybe not the best player to play in the Premier League, but he might be the best ever striker to play in the Premier League because, and I say this, big time games, he's a big time player. If you look at all the finals he's scored in, if you look at all the deciding matches, this man scored. So if we go around all-round player, we probably say Henry, right, for Premier League. But if we go just striker, there's a few. There's Andy Cole, there's Didier Drogba, there's Alan Shearer, okay? Those three come to mind. But imagine after the first year, we should have got Drogba out of here, right?
In today's
current thing, we should have got him out of here.
Drogba is like a January.
Was Henry 007 as well? Henry was 007. That's what they say right now. He was 0-0 in 7 games. Yeah. What are we talking about? This is what I'm saying. Like, Estevão is a world-class talent. Sorry, I'll say it out loud. Estevão is a world-class talent. And this is what we're doing.
So compare